We can start with intros, and then if we also want to put up a poll on who we think or who the chat thinks is going to win this playthrough, we are currently going to be playing through the base game characters. So Jesse will be playing as Vampurr, and then we also have Melody, Fern, and Eclipse.
I'll get the poll set up. How about I'll do that while you guys give a quick introduction if you would like. We'll start with you, Kristina, and then we'll do Liz. We'll finish off with Josh, and then I'll give a quick introduction myself at the end.
Yeah, absolutely. So, hey everybody, how's it going? My name is Kristina. I am the marketing and brand manager for Unstable Games. You'll definitely see me in the Facebook groups and Discord, hanging out with everybody, answering questions. We're super excited to play through this for the first time live. We've played it before. I promise we've played this game many times, but this will be our first time live streaming it during the project. If you guys have any questions, I just want to remind you that we will be doing a live Q&A at the end of the stream. Please keep the questions related to Mystic Moon. If you have questions about game design or project details, just let us know. We'll probably save a lot of those questions for the end just so we don't stop gameplay too much. But I will pass it off to Liz.
Hello, I'm Liz. I'm a package designer for Unstable Games, and I wish I had a cool long intro like Kristina, but I don't think I have that much clout yet. I've actually never played this game before, but I've been so excited to try it out. I've been eyeing out all of the different like Eclipse merch, like the Cloud Head. I've already picked out a place on my shelf for it, so I am so jazzed to get started.
Josh.
Hello, everyone. My name is Josh. I'm part of the game design team. I'm just here to beat Kristina and Liz and Jesse at this game and have a good time.
That's fun that you think you're gonna win. We'll see what the poll says before we decide who's gonna win this one. But yeah, I'm. Some of you may already know me from previous streams that I've done. I am Jesse Burgess, the game design manager here at Unstable Games. We're excited to share Mystic Moon with you. It's been a project that's been in the works for quite some time. We're happy that we were able to get it out, kind of fitting the spooky vibes season right now. Kind of feels like right timing for this. So it'll be fun to see. You guys have picked Vampurr for me. So it'll be fun to play that one, kind of show that off. Once we get ready for gameplay, dive into gameplay, I'll kind of walk through setup. We have some of the very basic things set up right now, which, speaking of, I can actually transition because we're at that time to do so. Cool. So as the game found update did say, we're going to be kind of viewing the game through my lens right now, where I'll be where I will be playing Vampurr. I'll kind of try to help navigate through the board as we're going, so that way when it's not my turn, I'll kind of highlight over here to Josh, who's playing Melody. Then we do have Kristina over here again, who's playing Fern, and then we have Liz, who is playing Eclipse. So we'll go ahead and dive right in. So unlike in previous streams, I've forgotten to state the objective at the beginning. I'll go ahead and state the objective at the beginning. The goal of Mystic Moon is to secure the most star power by the end of the game. So the way that you're going to do that is throughout the game, you're going to brew potions that allow you to collect star power, trigger effects, and manipulate other players' satchels, cauldrons, stuff like that throughout the game. But each potion will have a star power value attached to it that when you brew that potion, you gain star power. Something that's kind of fun about this one compared to other games that we've done is both your star power is both your victory condition and your currency throughout the game. So you have to you kind of have to balance how often and when you want to buy potions to offset building up that star power to help you get the victory. The way that you're going to brew potions is each turn you're going to take your little witch's hat meeple here and you're going to place it at a location in the garden and gather resources from that location. Those resources will allow you to brew the potions that you've purchased from the Elder Witch's shop, which we'll get into. But that's kind of a quick overview for you right there. So the way that setup is going to go is you're first going to have each player pick their witch's hut. That comes with the little witch that you'll be playing, your cauldron, and then the newly added satchel piece here that we got added to our tabletop simulator demo. And then you will, once everyone has picked those, you will also give each of the new aspiring witches 10 star power to start. Again, this is what you'll start with. It's the currency to buy your potions throughout the game. Once each player has selected their player boards here, we're going to then populate the garden and gather our basic ingredients that we're going to start the game with. So the way that we're going to do that, again, let me back up just a little bit. We fast-tracked setup a little bit. This is what setup will look like in the table here for you. Once you kind of have everyone who's picked, you'll have their corresponding star power here. You'll have their witch's hut. You'll have the garden tiles stacked here in the middle of the table. Again, starting with 1 on the top, working your way down to 5. You will have a shuffled potion deck, which we went ahead and already did here. You'll have the 4 face-up potions that you'll be able to purchase during the first visit to the Elder Witch's shop. And then you have 3 of each of the ingredients that can be held here at the Elder Witch's shop, the 6 basic ingredients here at the top, the 2 rarer ingredients here down at the bottom, and then the poison mushrooms setting off to the side next to the star power bees. These will be added to the cauldron separate than the ingredient bag here. So kind of once you have set up looking something like this, whatever's comfortable on the table setup you have, of course, we'll go ahead and draw our basic ingredients that we're going to start with. So each player is going to reach into the bag and draw 2 ingredients. I'll go ahead and have them do this to start with just to kind of show you what's going on. You draw until you have 2 basic ingredients. In this case, Josh has drawn a wild, same with Kristina. So they're going to set this off to the side here until everyone has drawn their basic ingredients. So as you can see, Josh has his 2. Kristina has her 2. Liz has her 2. So I'm going to draw mine as well. That is a rare, so this gets set aside. Okay, perfect. These are my 2 basic starting ingredients. Then what we do is we take all of the non-basic ingredients and return them back to the bag, and then we go ahead and populate the moon. The way that we're going to do that is each moon phase, like once we remove a moon sliver, each time or the game starts, each moon sliver is going to have a location indicated here on the garden. This is the starting spot. You're going to start here at the top, work your way around, putting 1 ingredient at each location marked on the garden by these little triangles. These don't matter. These don't have to be basic. Once the game has started, these coming out to the center area here, they can be whatever. They can be the rare ingredients, all that good stuff. All right. So this is what setup will look like once you've bloomed the garden. Once we have our witches' huts, our basic ingredients set up. And again, I'll run through the cauldron real quick on kind of what you're attempting to do here. So you're going to use the cauldron here in the middle of your witch's hut to brew potions throughout the game. The way that you're going to do that is collect ingredients from the garden and potion effects throughout the game that will allow you to brew more potions as the game goes on. Each potion here at the Elder Witch's shop has a recipe in the lower left-hand corner. This indicates the ingredients needed to brew that potion. I'll go ahead and just go through the anatomy of the potion card here so everyone is caught up to speed. The potion cost is indicated. Let me move because I realized that off with. Okay. The potion cost is indicated in the upper left-hand corner. This potion here, 5-finger file, would cost 3 star power to purchase. Across from that in the upper right-hand corner is the star power yield that you will get when you brew this potion. Again, recipe is down here in the bottom left of the potion. That's the ingredients needed to brew this potion. And then the effect on the right side of the recipe. This indicates the effect that you will trigger once you brew this potion. So each of those have virtually the same anatomy. The only thing to note that is a little bit different here, let me find this here, is if you see the circular recipe one, Kristina, do you mind moving your hand for just a moment? Thank you. The circular thing around, no, you're good. The circular icon here indicates that this can be rotated in your cauldron, which means the orientation of these ingredients don't have to match the orientation on the card. They can be rotated to be horizontal or vertical in this case, or even upside down, theoretically. This one here, if it is not a circle and it is set like this, this means this orientation cannot change. So this has to go into your cauldron in this orientation. So that's kind of where the puzzle aspects come in, is you have to watch out for which type of potion you're purchasing here at the Elder Witch's shop. Cool. So that's kind of a general kind of a overview of gameplay. I'm going to go ahead and dive into my turn, and it starts with the way that we recommend doing selecting first player is the most recent player who has brewed a concoction, and we've left that kind of open to interpretation, where that can be tea, a cocktail of sorts, it could be soup, really. Anything like that. But because we're playing from my perspective, we're going to go ahead and say that it was me. I did have tea last night, so that's the closest I'll get, and I'm going to tell the rest of the team not to answer. So it sounds like I am the one auction. Cool. So we're going to go ahead and dive in. So again, one thing you want to look at before you pick the location in the moon that you would like, or near in the garden that you'd like to land, is you're going to kind of try to assess what ingredients you're going to need to brew any of the potions that are available at the Elder Witch shop. So I'm going to kind of assess what's out here, what ingredients match one of these potions that I might want to go for. And then you're also going to double check and make sure that your ability that each of the witches have, it's unique to them, isn't something that triggers upon entering the garden or anything like that. So mine actually is going to weigh into the decision I make, because Vampurr's ability is lucky. And that says, when I enter the garden, you may activate glyphs at locations adjacent to your location. Normally to trigger a glyph, which is one of these icons out here on the moon pieces here, you would actually have to land at that location. Vampurr actually gets the benefit of getting to land next to it and still trigger that. So I'm going to assess the board based upon what I have here, and I am going to... We're going to go ahead and think right here. I'll land right here. So I'm going to gather. When you decide where you're going into the garden, again, you pick the location, you put the witch's hat meeple at that location, and then you gather the ingredients from the location you landed at and both adjacent locations. And then because I have Lucky as my power here, I'm going to go ahead and trigger this glyph right here, which allows me to draw an extra ingredient from the bag, which I did, and thankfully it is the exact ingredient I want, which I will explain in just a moment. So now that I have entered the garden, gathered my ingredients, I'm now going to visit the Elder Witch's shop. Upon visiting the Elder Witch's shop, there are two things that I can do. I can buy any of the potions, or actually technically three things that I can do. One of them is a caveat to the potions a little bit. The potions here, I can buy any of the potions that are listed, again, for the star power listed in the upper left-hand corner, or I can trade any two ingredients of one type, so like if I had, let's just say I had two of these green carrots here. If I had two of those, I could trade that in for any one ingredient that the Elder Witch has in stock here at her shop. In this case, I don't have two matching ingredients. I don't need to use this wild here to match something else, because I can just use that wild in the place of that. So I'm not going to be doing any bartering at the Elder Witch shop right now, but I am going to go ahead and buy a potion. I'm going to go ahead and start with Big Snack. When you purchase a potion, it comes down here below your Witch's Hut. This is where you'll keep your potions throughout the game, whatever you would like to call it. You can only have up to 3 potions at a time, so if you ever want a fourth one, you just have to choose one of the ones you have and return it to the bottom of the the bottom of the potion draw pile, potion deck. So I've purchased this one. Upon purchasing, the empty space in the Elder Witch's shop immediately fills with another potion. The small little caveat to the potions, it's kind of something that you can do, that's its own little separate action here, is if all of the potions at the shop ever cost 5 or more, you can refresh the potion shop. It's a way to kind of get out of the higher end potions if you're not interested in buying them, so the market doesn't stagnate. So I went ahead and purchased this, so I'm going to go ahead and buy it with my 2 star power, or my 6 star power here. I'm going to add these up here. So we can draw from them throughout the game. Once I'm done visiting the Elder Witch's shop, which in this case I am, I've purchased a potion. I'm not going to barter. And then from there, I'm going to go back to my witch's hut. Once I leave the Elder Witch's shop, I'm no longer able to buy additional potions, and I can no longer barter as well. So make sure you do all of that while you are there the first time. So once I have made my purchases, bartered the way that I would like to, I'm going to go ahead and go back to my witch's hut, and I'm going to decide what potions I would like to brew. Keep in mind, you can brew the same potion multiple times as long as you have all of the ingredients needed to brew said potion. In this case, if I had 4 mushrooms, 4 of those brown mushrooms, and 2 of this little red flower ingredient here, we would be able to do this twice. I am, in fact, don't have that, so I am able to brew this once, though, because I'm going to go ahead and utilize my wild here. So the way that I'm going to do that is I'm going to place my ingredients into my cauldron in the manner that matches the orientation marked here on the bottom of my card in the recipe slot. I'm using my wild ingredient here to match the second mushroom that I need. These I'm not adding to the satchel because they won't help me brew anything, so I'm just going to go ahead and leave those there. And that is what I want to do here. So I'm going to go ahead and brew the potion. The way that I'm going to do that is I'm going to gain my 4 star power that I did for brewing the potion here. I'm going to move that down to my little area again. I'm then going to draw 2 ingredients. I'm going to trigger this effect. The reason that this is important to do it in this order is so that way there's not a chance that I draw the same ingredients that I just used to brew this potion back from the bag. So I'm going to go ahead and draw my 2 ingredients here from the ingredient bag. I will add these 2 to my satchel, and then I'm going to take these 3 that I used to brew, and I'm going to put them back into the ingredient bag. That kind of finishes off what actions you can take here at your witch's hut, and then we're going to go move on to the last thing that you're going to have to do before you pass your turn to the next player. So before you pass your turn to the next player, you are going to bloom the garden. The way that you're going to do that is starting at the location in which you entered the garden. You're going to grab an ingredient from the bag here and place it at that, starting there, and then every other location. Every second location is probably the better way to say it. And then once you get back to the starting area here, you don't go back to this one. You just let it. This is what it looks like. I remove the witch's hat meeple here, and then I pass that to the next player, and then they'll go ahead and take their turn. Very similar to the manner in which I did. Again, I'll try to help. I'm going to have the individual players kind of walk through what they're doing during their turn, and I'll kind of help narrate anything that is missed or overlooked. So Josh, it is your turn, so you can go ahead and go for it.
Sounds good. Let's see here. What potions might I want? And where to enter? I think I will drop in. This gets me that purple. This gets me. I'm going to go here. So I'll take these, this, and oops, my mouse is being silly.
There you go.
Thank you.
And something to note here, Melody's ability is charismatic. When you trade at the Elder Witch's shop, you may trade any 2 ingredients for an ingredient of your choice. In this case, so for my turn, I don't have that ability, so it needed to be 2 matching ingredients for me to be able to trade it in. In this case, Josh can use any 2 ingredients, even if they're not matching, to trade at the Elder Witch.
And let's see, I'm going to buy... So now I'm going to go to the Elder Witcher shop. I will buy the 5-finger file for 3 star power.
Guys, everyone a chance to look over that one a little bit closer, and then I'll highlight over any of the others. This is an example. If Josh did want to refresh the potion market right now, that is something he is able to do, because each of these potions up here cost 6 or 5 or more star power.
But instead of doing that, I'm going to spend 6 star power to buy invisibility ink.
Melody
Lots
does
of
have
stealing.
a fun. I like all the. I mean, I'm biased, but I like all the abilities. I really enjoy Lucky a lot. It's one that I tended to head towards. I don't know. They're all fun though. Fern, so great.
And as a trade, I will trade these two. Oh, what do I want to trade them for? Let's see. So I'll trade these two for one of these, the silvery one.
All right, something to note here, since this is the first trade of the game, the first thing you look at when you trade ingredients at the Elder Witch is to see if the corresponding stacks of ingredients that you're trading in have 3 or less. The reason that that's important is if it's at 3, you don't add any of these additional ingredients that were just traded here back to the Elder Witch's shop. Say this was down to 2 here instead of 3, this ingredient would in fact go back to the Elder Witch first. It can never be more than 3, and in this case both of these stacks have 3, so these are returned to the ingredient.
Yep. And then I'm going to trade these two for this pink one. There are 3 blues there, same thing, so I'll put these both back here, the excess. Let's see, and now I will brew. Oops. So we're going to put this here.
This is something I did not mention during my turn because my potion was not affected by this. Gravity is in effect with the cauldrons here. So the ingredients for the cauldron or for the columns that you're adding them to will always drop to the lowest spot in the cauldron. In this case, for Josh to be able to brew this one, because it needs to be in this orientation, he's going to have to add an ingredient that doesn't count for this potion to this area to prop this up so it doesn't drop down.
Yeah. So I'll brew this. That's going to be the invisibility ink. So I'll gain 5 star power.
Perfect. And before you remove this, I'm going to use this as an example as well. So
cool. And then I'll steal 2 ingredients from a player.
Do it.
Let's just make that Jesse.
I have the most, so since
I'll take this and this.
Okay. Okay. So again, Josh has triggered the star power yield that he got, which was 5 up here. Stealing of 2 ingredients, which came from me. And then the last thing to note here, he would normally remove this. I wanted him to leave it here for an example. So we do state this in the how to play video, but it's the first time it's come up here, is each ingredient needs to be represented in the recipe. And the reason that's important is technically speaking, Josh had this and this here, which matched this, but because this was used for this potion, he is unable to use this ingredient for this potion as well. So that's why, even though technically all 3 of the different ingredients that are needed are represented, each ingredient has to be in the cauldron for that to work.
Yeah. But if I had these ingredients when I was brewing, I could have done both of them by doing something like this. Yep. So I could have brewed multiple things at the same time. Cool. So then into my turn, or into my brewing, I already resolved all my cards. So I'll return all this to the ingredient bag, and then I will bloom ingredients.
And again, this comes starting at the location in which Josh entered the garden, and then every second location. So here. Yeah, no double dipping. That's probably the better way to say it with ingredients. You can't double dip with ingredients. You can, however, brew multiple potions in your cauldron at once. You just can't double dip on the ingredients used. That's a good way to put it. All right. So
I'll pass to Kristina.
Yep. Perfect. So Josh passed to Kristina. So now we're on to Fern's turn.
Yes, and at the start of my turn, I do have an ability. Since Fern is a gardener, I am lively. So at the start of my turn, I can move 1 ingredient from any location in the garden to an adjacent location. And if I remember correctly, the amount of ingredients you can have in your possession at one time is 10, correct?
Correct. And then a refresher on frogs, just for you, Kristina, and then this is the first time frogs may come into play here, is when a frog enters the garden, nothing happens upon it entering the garden. It triggers when it enters a player's satchel. So what happens is, say Kristina did want to land here. She gathered the little frog guy here. He comes over to her satchel. What's going to happen is this little froggo is going to steal an ingredient from one of the other players here playing the game. So what that looks like, Kristina adds the frog, slurps up an ingredient. Kristina returns frog to bag, and now has a new ingredient from who she decided to steal from. So that's how frogs work. This is her sure.
And I get to pick that ingredient, or is it at random, or selected by
pick.
the person who's dealing with it?
You get to pick. So whoever you choose to steal from, you look at what they have, and then you select that ingredient and add it to yourself.
Wow, that's beautiful. I am going to first activate Lively, and I'm going to move this ingredient over here. 2, 3, and then I'm going to go to this location, and I will collect all of these.
Switch on the board up here out of the way.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, that's probably a lot easier. So I take from my location and from both adjacent locations.
My bad. I was trying to help you and then
doing this on a Mac is so.
It's all good.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yes.
All right. And the frog would activate immediately.
Correct.
Yeah.
I mean, you can. It's not like you have to do it before sorting. You can obviously sort your ingredients, decide what you're looking for. But yes, it does trigger before you do anything else in the game.
Thank you. Yes, I like to get my. I do the same thing anytime I play card games too. I have to have my cards in suit order and number order, whatever, or my brain cannot process. And I'm in this to win.
Correct. So. That is
more important.
Fern cannot overrule the max of 3 ingredients at one location. So in that case, if Fern had wanted to bump one and there was already 3 there, you cannot do that. There's no chance to swap them out, anything like that. It's just that cannot happen. Sorry, go on. I figured that was actually relevant to. So.
Oh no, that is definitely relevant. I am going to drop this frog over to Josh. Just to steal this.
So you steal that, and this goes back to the ingredient bag.
No.
I know. I just want them to sit out here so I can look at them. I love the little frogs. So cute.
They're so. I can see a spin-off game of just the frogs alone right. And their journeys. Okay. Great. So we got this. Pink, purple. So I'm gonna go to the Elder Witch's shop now.
You and me both, Chef. That would be brutal if we were brewing the frogs.
Oh yeah, we're against that. Similar to Unstable Unicorns, where you cannot destroy or sacrifice baby unicorns because that's just unethical.
I probably would have rioted the first time I would have had to brew this little buddy. Wouldn't have.
It's so grim. I'm also so sorry. I put out my turn, but the potion market has changed.
You're good.
Quite significantly.
It'll give me a chance to show off your choices. While Kristina is choosing, I'll go through the potion shop for seal. Second. It's the poison attached to the.
I think I am going to buy the Stone Cold Brew. So that's 6.
That is correct.
Star power.
I will. There's that. I'll let you position that, and I'll put your power back. Refresh the potion shop for you. Which change Starlight.
Ooh, that's also really nice.
It's a shame and you don't the cost have for 6. That is sad.
I know. Dang. That's definitely not going to be there when I come back around.
Yes, Torrent is in fact a frog, and then there are also, Torrent is. I think.
I am not going to barter with the Elder Witch, so I'm going to move on to the brew phase.
You're gonna hoard all of your ingredients and barter nothing? That's fine.
I have ideas. Listen. So this is a random ingredient or the yes.
Yes.
So
Yeah,
I'm going
wild. Yes,
to
correct.
drop wild card, yes. So I'm going to drop these into my cauldron and I'm going to make a Stone Cold Steve Austin brew. Force each other player to discard one ingredient,
So
please.
in
And
this
thank
case,
you.
unlike the frog, you don't get to pick. We, as the player affected by this, get to choose which ingredient we're discarding. Discard green carrots, be carrot type of guy. So
Goodbye, hibiscus balloon.
I'll get rid
Oh
of
no,
my
Liz is
blue
just
leaf.
Liz is one ingredient worth it.
Right, everyone bought all the potions I wanted. I had to discard an ingredient. Like,
Liz is going through it. All right, Kristina, you grabbed your star power. Very nice. You
I got
activated
5-star power.
the
Yes.
effect. So now you can discard your ingredients.
Thank you so much. That's not what I want. Thank you.
Yep. Now you're going to bloom the garden. So starting at the location in which you entered the garden, go ahead and place an ingredient at each location, or starting at the location in the We have yet to see it. Again,
Once again.
total, the max you can have at one location is 3. So if another ingredient did need to be added to this location, right. Well done, Kristina. You passed the witches. Oh, no, not yet. Perfect. At Meeple to Liz, and now we are on to Liz's turn.
yay! I've had a rough start. I'm gonna go
There are
here.
4 frogs, Jeff.
There are 4 frogs. So 2 of them are out right now. That's fun. I'm gonna take all these, put them over here.
Bold choice.
Yes, I'm making enemies early.
I can tell. We all know.
Look, I see Josh's potion lineup. I know what's about to happen.
Just as a heads up, Eclipse's ability is Crafty. Crafty allows you to use the 2 rare ingredients interchangeably when brewing a potion. It allows, in other words, Eclipse has a slightly easier time brewing potions that require a rare ingredient.
I love that for me. I also love that Kristina is going to be the proud owner of one of these frogs, and I'm going to be the proud owner of this.
Perfect. I'll turn the frog for
No.
the bag. Rocks, yes. So it automatically shuffles. We have it set up in Tabletop Simulator to automatically shuffle upon an ingredient being dropped back in the ingredient bag. Normally, if you're adding a bunch of ingredients back in, we recommend players to shake the bag upon doing so. But thankfully, technology has come a long way that we can mod bags to shuffle for us. Tabletop Simulator.
And Josh also got frogged.
Good, good.
Get frogged, loser. Okay.
Would have thought the first
Scarlet.
bout of trash talk would have come from Kristina or I, and then all of a sudden Liz comes in, frogged, loser.
We need that on a t-shirt.
Yeah, bro, get frogged.
I love the sound of stealing.
Perfect.
I love stealing. I love taking things. Okay. I'm gonna buy that. Goodbye. Star power. You can go back on the stack the correct way. I've purchased this. Is there anything else?
Yeah, but you can't afford it. You could get this one, Vile Trickery. But is that in your game plan? Probably not.
It was not in my game plan, no. Bummer. That's okay. That's okay. I have everything I need. So I'm gonna come back to my hut. I'm not gonna barter, and I'm going to brew this potion. Beautiful.
Like
So I'm going to gain 2 star power from here.
Perfect.
Delicious. And then I'm going to resolve effects. So I will be taking 2 star power from another player. Um, let's see. What are the potion costs? So 4, 5. If I steal 2 from you, you'd still be
I
able
can
to
afford
afford stuff.
everything.
Yeah, if I steal from Josh, he probably wouldn't. If I steal from Kristina, that would be bad manners because I'm a girl's girl. So I will be stealing from
Wait,
Josh.
it for star power it counts for
Yeah.
that, but the ingredients you just nabbed don't.
I gave her a frog. It was a gift.
Yeah, I take no
There you
offense.
go. Now you can take the one more, I think, right? You stole 2 from me.
Here you go.
Thank you. What is this? 4 or 5. Perfect. I will be now returning the ingredients that I used to brew into the bag.
Write that down.
It's so funny. Somebody just suggested that we use one of those bingo rollers to shuffle ingredients.
Oh, nice. Oh, that'd be great. All
That
right.
sounds so good.
Now it is
And
time for you to bloom the garden.
so I start with where I entered.
Yep. And then give me some good ingredients, please. Something good here. Nice. A frog.
Happy to help.
That's a lot of
I
frogs.
know.
1, 2, 2.
It's okay.
Ta-da!
Liz doesn't know.
I'm sorry.
There's a reason Liz didn't play Fern. Her stuff is growing in midair.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
That happens in real life too, actually.
Right. You're so good at gardening, you've transcended it.
I'm levitating my plants.
Perfect. All right. So then you pass Witch's Meeple back to me. That concludes the first round of gameplay. From here on out, just for the sake of trying to stay on time, so we do have time for the Q&A at the end, we're going to try to speed up gameplay a little bit now. We'll still continue to narrate what we're doing, but it will be less stopping and talking through every interaction since we've kind of gone through a lot of them now. The last one I'll cover, though, is the ending of one of the rounds of gameplay, which removes one of the moon slices. It's a really easy thing to do. You just take it off. You take the top slice off, return it wherever you want. I don't remember if we recommend the box. I don't remember the exact thing that we recommend. But you just remove it, and then it reveals the next moon slice here. And then gameplay resumes. So now I have to decide. This is a tough one. I had an idea of where I was going to go. Then
It all changes.
did because of the glyphs. Because I was like, if I don't go here, then I can't activate the glyph. This is the correct move. I'm not activating a glyph, unfortunately, because there are not any adjacent to me. These are the ingredients I'm going to get here. Land at this location. Garden. First thing I'm going to do is deal with the frog that I have. Kristina, I'm take the hibiscus balloon.
What?
Yep, sorry. Just the way the cookie crumbles.
It's funny as that was originally his. I stole it from him. Kristina stole it from me, and then you stole it back from Kristina.
It's come full circle. Perfect. Okay. So now I can't add this to my satchel yet. I don't know what I'm doing. This was in my satchel. I think I'll likely be trading some stuff. Okay. So now I am visiting the Elder Witch's shop. So what do I want to buy here? This is tempting. Tab. Sure, I want
I
to get.
like to imagine that.
Huh? Oh, you can go. Go for it.
Oh, I was gonna say I didn't want to interrupt you, but I was about to say I like to imagine that as this is playing out in real life, we're all like scrambling around like one of those cooking shows. And you're just like going around just to take a little peek.
Yeah. What should I grab? What should I grab? Okay. I am gonna go ahead and I want poison mushrooms to make an appearance, so I'm gonna go ahead and buy this one here, Poisoner's Aid. All right, so that cost me 5. So I will. This is gonna be the easiest. I have 8. I'm gonna put this down to 1 and this. Correct. Don't think I me assess my here. What's in this? Yes, I will buy this too. Why not? I'm going to go for all 3 of them. Without my little potion. Okay. All right. So now max potions are 3. So you can have up to 3 potions at once. You can always buy an additional potion. You just have to replace one of the previous ones that you have. Okay. So now I have to decide if I'm trading, which I am going to do. Need this. This is gonna okay. I think we're gonna make 3 trades here. This is gonna become so this one has to have one added back. So we'll put this here. I'm gonna take one of these. These 2 are gonna discus thing. Any of these back here. This is me. All right. All right, perfect. I am done bartering and buying at the Elder Witch. I have less than 10, so I'm good to come back. I don't have to discard any, just under the cap, and I am going to move on to brewing. So I'm going to go ahead and plan to brew Big Snack, and then I'm also going to do Brewer's Choice by adding this and this to my cauldron. Well, again, this one has to match the orientation, which is flat, just like this one. This one here can be any orientation. I went ahead and matched it because I have the space to do so. And then I will brew those potions. So I'm going to go ahead and collect my 7 star power here, which is the collective total between the 2. 4 for Big Snack, 3 for Brewer's Choice. Then I'm going to draw my 2 ingredients here for Big Snack because I think will help inform what I discard for Brewer's Choice. Okay, so that was the 2 for Big Snack. Now I'm going to draw 3 ingredients, keep 1, and add the other 2 back to the bag. These are the 3 ingredients for that one. See, I want this one, but there's a frog out there, so does it stay? Probably not, so I'm going to take this one. Turn those. Right. That is both effects triggered. Now I'm going to return this to the bag, and these all to my satchel because I turn. And that is my turn from the Witch's Hut standpoint. Now I'm going to go ahead and bloom the garden, starting at the location I landed, and then going every second location all the way back to where I was at. Then passing the Witch's Hat on to Josh.
Yes. Let's see. I think I'm gonna go.
I promise I'm not ignoring questions that have been sitting here. We're doing a Q&A at the end. So trying to keep them all for that.
And this frog is going to steal what? Let's see if this. I need to steal a pink if I can. I'll steal this from Liz. Okay, then visiting the Elder Witch's shop. Do I want to buy or trade anything? I think I'm good.
Ocean. Sounds good, Dragon Crystal. I appreciate it.
I think I'm good, so I'm just going to.
Yeah. Poison mushrooms. We have not covered those yet. I will give a brief description of them now, since I have a potion that can brew them. Have produced them. I just haven't brewed it yet. Poison mushrooms go to a player's cauldron. So when I brew this, I add a poison mushroom to a player's cauldron. And then when a player brews with a poison mushroom in their cauldron, so let's just say Josh had one in here, and he was brewing this. He gets a -1 star power for each potion brewed with the poison mushroom in there. So if he had had a second one in here, he would get -2 star power. 3 potions in here, -3 star power, 1 from each potion. So that's how poison mushroom. And there's 4 of those.
So I also realized I walked in on this glyph, so I
yes.
should get 1 star power for that.
Hmm.
I got my 5 star power for brewing invisibility ink,
Yes.
and now I'm going to steal 2 ingredients. Sorry, Kristina, I'm going to steal your ink.
No,
Food poisoning.
my plans.
And drop these back in. And bloom.
All my plans just went out the window.
I figured as much.
I gave you
So
a
funny.
frog if you want it.
Yeah. Yeah, you could go here,
Yeah, the thing is,
Kristina,
though, is if you give it
steal one ingredient and gain 1 star power. Okay, it is your turn, though. Witch's hat has been passed back to you.
I love how everybody keeps
already...
framing that, like, we're...
Framing.
There's a good place still for you to go, though.
This feels like coercion. You don't want me to get this frog, huh?
Not this frog.
I was just thinking, you need what?
Oh, that is a good spot.
The mushroom.
Kristina, this little frog is low.
Oh, I thought you needed 2. You really need 1, though. So
Oh,
maybe
wait.
over here.
You have the most star power at the end of the game, Cobra.
I think this actually might work out.
This might be good because you already have the purple or the...
and
if you're trying to brew this.
Star power, by the way, is what you earn from brewing potions. So that's how you...
Yeah. One question, with my ability as Fern, can I move the frog over, or does it have to be an actual ingredient?
You can move the frog.
Oh, heck yeah. Okay, well, with that in mind, I'm moving an ingredient to one adjacent location. Just gonna scoot that up. And then I'm going to move or place my witch's hat here. So I first activate the glyph, which allows me to draw an ingredient. So we'll take that. I'll collect everything here. Take that back with me. I took the witch's hat too. I'm so sorry. I highlighted everything thinking that would be faster.
Nice.
Mistakes for me.
You wanted to keep wearing it.
Yeah. What I was trying to say earlier is I really love that everybody frames like giving a frog as like a really nice thing, but it abandons you immediately. And I'm left frogless and without 1 less ingredient. All right. The frog is gonna hop over here back to Josh. He's gonna nab that
Nice.
from you. He will return to his bag, and then we're gonna go to the Elder Witch. From the Elder Witch, I think I'm gonna spend 2 star power to buy Sweet Nothings. Here, if I can get 1 more single, I can just trade in this 3.
Here, actually, even better yet, do this, and now you've purchased 2.
Oh, that's perfect.
Flip it for you, and
Awesome.
then gather that. Yep.
Thank you. Yep, I will take Sweet Nothings. Place that in my inventory. I am going to trade with the Elder Witch. Trade 2 of these. They're going to go to the ingredient bag, I believe, because there's 3 in the stack.
Yes, correct.
Correct? Okay, and I'm going to take 1 of these. Actually, no. I'm not going to take 1 of those. What am I doing? 1 of these, please. And then we're going to start brewing again. Like so.
They're Steve Austin brew.
Yes. Another Stone Cold Steve Austin. Because I brewed this, I gain 5 star points, and every other player has to discard 1 ingredient.
Man, really bumming me out, you know.
My balloon
Jesse's
again.
over
I'm
here
gonna be
rolling in ingredients and complaining.
Right.
yeah, I don't want to hear it. So these go back to the ingredients. And then I'm going to populate the garden. This is for you, Liz.
Thanks.
So one
Nothing goes
doesn't go there, so you put it on the next one. Yeah.
Yes.
And then right here. Is that snapped?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Thankfully, we have the snaps in place because that would chaotic.
Oh man.
All right. What are we doing, Liz?
Ooh, that's tough. Let's see. There's a lot of things that I need, not a lot of things that I have, and not a lot of things that you guys have, honestly, either. So,
And I haven't heard the name Calvin.
I'm gonna go here. So I'm gonna collect my frog, and then my 3 other ingredients as well. Let's drop that here. Froggy, how did you know?
I just had an idea that my green carrot was not long for the world.
and then I will grab an additional ingredient. If it's a frog, do I get to
It
steal
is
like
the
that?
frog.
You
Yeah.
do, yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's great. Kristina, I'm so sorry.
No. No. No.
Well, I think it's pretty safe that Kristina might not be winning this one.
It's not personal.
Yeah, no.
If it was Jesse, it was personal.
That's fair.
I mean, Kristina does have the most star power
It's
right now.
true. I am actually. Yeah, wait.
You
Back
don't
it
need to
up.
point
Hold
that
on.
out.
Don't bully me. I have the least star power.
You have the most potions. He's a big spender.
And the most ingredients.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't manage my finances very well.
Okay.
Actually, round. We're only on round 2 right now. Promise we'll speed up.
No. This is not
We're
going
almost
very
done
good.
with round 2 though, so we're fine. We're doing good.
I don't want any of these potions. You guys left me the worst ones.
Well,
I think that was
well,
planned.
good thing you can still brew change starlight.
Yeah, I can. I can steal. I love stealing.
What? You don't. Well, you play your bad strategy of gameplay.
My bad start. I only have 2 carrots, and I can either steal or I can do this.
Yeah, that's
So,
fair. That's fair.
and then someone can steal that before I can even use it. I have a feeling. So,
So
I
you
guess
can use your gold
And-
as a silver, and
True.
your silver as gold.
yeah, I can.
And you
But
have
I
to-
don't.
If you wanted, you could double brew this, but that
And
you wouldn't be able to brew
You
that.
also have to. I mean, you're thinking short term here. So you're telling me that you're only ever going to have 2 green carrots. You're never going to get another green carrot.
I am never
Okay,
going to get another
That's
green
fair.
carrot.
Okay, well
Like,
then I'll take your word on it.
Jesse's
Yeah.
gonna steal all of them from her.
I have a
Never let her have
feeling every single round I've had to discard like 2 ingredients or so. Fine. If this doesn't work out, then I would say Jesse led me astray and he was cheating.
Well, you did say it was personal, so I have to break out all the
It was
tricks now.
personal.
So
Personal.
what are you gonna
Okay.
brew?
I'm obviously opting for stealing.
That's fair.
Yeah, actually, do I get more for stealing or do I get more for this? I think overall I get more for double brewing and not stealing. You know, it really pays to be a good person sometimes, which is a bummer.
I bet that resorting to thievery is a good strategy. That's what somebody says in chat.
It's a good strategy. Like, that's not me trying to win. That's just me trying to make everyone else's lives as miserable as possible.
Oh, we're double brewing. Nice.
We're double brewing
nice.
it. Okay, so I get 6 star power from that.
Again, just so everyone knows how this is is a legal play, and Liz is not cheating, is Eclipse is able to use both of the rare ingredients interchangeably. So even though this calls for a silver ingredient here listed at the top, she can go ahead and use a gold to offset. So double brew, one here, one here.
Though assuming I'm cheating is probably fair.
And you did say stealing is the way to get ahead.
I did say stealing. I mean, I've played Baldur's Gate 3.
That's fair.
Okay, I can trade one ingredient item from my satchel for any ingredient from the Elder Witch's shop, and I have 2 ingredients that I could trade. I will be trading this one. I believe she has 3, so this goes into the bag over here, and I will be taking a carrot.
Nice. You get to trigger that one twice if you would like, because you brewed this twice. So you can trade this ingredient, like for. Oh,
I will not.
okay. Well, that's fine.
Thank you for offering.
And then let's go back to the bag.
Smell you later.
That's fair. Now you get to bloom the garden. Good luck.
Starting
Give me
with
all the frog.
Oh.
You're just going to put the whole bag at a location?
Yeah. You just get all of them. As if your last turn wasn't enough. Ooh. And I guess that one doesn't get one?
Oh, yes, correct.
Just
Yes. Go back to the bag. This is back where the Elder Witch, or the, okay. So this goes to me. We now remove the next moon sliver. Take off. Oh, put it up. This one, and now we are starting round 3. Let's figure out what I needed. Leaves. Things. Hibiscus flower. I think this is the correct location. I'm swim. Okay, because I am lucky, or Vampurr, and I am lucky, I get to first. I'll collect all of these. So I'm going to land at this location. Collect these ingredients, and because I landed on this location, I get an additional star power, and I get to trigger the spot next to it, the glyph next to it, which gets me an additional bag. I am over budget on my ingredients, though, so I'm going to have to do some bartering. Let's see what I need. It's in this, so that's potion. The heck? I'm going to return one of these. This had 3 in it for some reason, and I don't think that should have been the case. I pulled one off of this one. No, I think there was only supposed to be 2. Right? Did anybody else see that, or is that just me? I don't know. Looked like I pulled one, or whatever. Okay. Let's decide what I'm gonna do.
You should have. You had 12 ingredients when you came in,
Oh, did
or
I?
like when you came back. So 12 total.
Is these plus? I think it was an extra one. It was. It came out of nowhere. Okay. I'm gonna just put that back in the bag. I don't know where that came from because this is 12. This is what I thought I had. Where that one came from.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see here. Oops. This and this I need.
Oh, they do stack, so maybe that they just got stacked.
Let's see. Need this and this. What the heck? How do I get left with 4 ingredients I can't barter? Okay. I'm not going to barter. I'm just going to discard. I'll discard this one and this one. So I can go back with 10 here. All right. So I'm not buying any potions. I'm not bartering. So I'm going straight back to my witch's hut to brew some of my potions. We are going to do the poisoner's aid here. We're going to get a poison mushroom in somebody's cauldron for the first time. But we're going to do this differently. We're going to put this one, since I can't rotate this one, put this at the bottom first. Do this, and this, and then I'm going to triple brew. All right. These are not being used. Satchel
Says he's going to triple blue, then compliments himself.
Nobody else is, so I have to pat myself on the back. You guys have all turned
No,
on
it
me.
was a good move. You brewed all three things. That's great.
All right, so we're gonna gather my star power first, which is gonna be 11. So I'm just gonna take this and this. Now we are going to trigger big snack first. Draw 2 ingredients. Oh, I am lucky, right? Sorry, Kristina.
I hate for me.
You trash talked me 2 days ago. You brought this on yourself.
He's keeping a record book.
Right. All right. Now I'm going to add a poison mushroom to somebody's cauldron. Josh will benefit if I add a poison mushroom because he needs it for this. So sorry, Liz. Here you go.
Oh, you could add it to one side, and then he wouldn't benefit.
No, it's okay because then he'll just turn the potion this way. Still.
Oh.
So you're the better target because of this. And that is, and I get to draw 1 ingredient. Man, I'm just. Now this one, I get to draw 3
Rub
ingredients.
it in.
I will. I don't. It's been a while since I've. I don't win games very often. No, just kidding. Those go away. This all returns to the bag now. Triggered everything. Now we will bloom the garden. Right. Now we're on to Josh's turn. Professor Snape would be happy with this game.
I'm going to go here. So pick these up. These. And that.
And I'm just so you know, I'm going to flip one of my ones over here to a 3 and return these 2 to stock. We recommend, as the game goes on, just help with token management. Anytime you have the opportunity to cut down, recommend doing it during your off turns. It just helps. That way it's a little bit easier to do math during your...
So I'm trading these 2 golds. Oops.
I got it. Yeah.
For a white. And then I'm going to brew. Double brew both my potions.
Ooh,
so that's
nice.
going to be 8 points total.
It's okay, just take what you need from me.
5, 6, and 8. So I'm just going to return these 2 and take
Get
10.
Very nice.
Then steal 1 and steal 2.
I'll give you those.
So I'll steal those 2.
And this one.
And I'll also steal this one.
Perfect. Just what I wanted.
Yeah. Someone's got to take those ingredients from you.
That's fair.
All those go back, and I bloom. Where is the... Oh, there. I was like, I cannot see the witch.
What's sorcery?
And here.
Up, Kristina. You can get 2 little froggos if you want them.
I love this for me. All right. So at the start of my turn, I am not going to be moving anything around.
You should rethink that.
Actually, well,
You should move something around.
Depends on if
I'm trying to like.
I guess if you're going here, then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm considering because two frogs can do just about as much as I need it to do as well.
It's true.
Hey. Well, technically, I can also just mess around with other people to move them away from things. I'm just gonna move this to an adjacent spot just to cause some trickery.
Okay.
And then I'm going to enter the garden here.
Help.
Thank you so much.
Remember that when you're stealing ingredients, because I'll throw these off the table. No, good luck
I will, because the first one is going straight to you, but
No.
I'll
No,
take
that's fair.
this.
That's fair.
It's really funny doing this on Mac too, because I feel like a little snake or like a little critter just like scrolling up to grab it and then dragging it back to my lair. Um, and then I kind of fear Josh has just kind of like been left untouched for some parts of this, and I don't like that.
I mean, Liz has been stealing my
So
star power, but
that's fair.
if you need
That's
one of my
fair.
ingredients, go for
Tell me he didn't deserve it.
it.
I can't in good faith say you didn't deserve it
I
a little
steal
bit.
from the rich, and then other people steal from me.
You're winning the game.
Jesse's ahead of me, I think, by 1 point.
I'm gonna drop this over here, and I'm just gonna throw your plans off a little bit.
Do it.
And take this. Frog jumps back to the bag. All right, let's see what we're working with here. I have an idea. It might not look like it, but I do, I promise.
I believe in you.
I don't. That's okay.
If nobody got me, I know Liz got me.
What are we
I'm actually gonna
thinking?
buy a potion. I'm gonna buy a potion, so I'm gonna
Okay.
trade this 5 in for a 1.
All right, are we buying
To
Vile
spend 4.
Trickery?
We are buying Vile Trickery. I'm so glad you asked.
Like it?
Awesome. And then in terms of ingredients, I am going to trade. I'll trade some carrots over here.
One of them can go
for
in,
these.
and one of them can go to the bag.
And then I'm going to trade these 2 as well
Right. Doing a lot of bartering.
for another one. And then it is time to brew. How do I want to position this? So we're gonna definitely get those. I know they sink to the bottom.
Yeah, no take.
So I'm gonna try to I'm gonna puzzle it like this, and then use this to prop.
Perfect.
So I brewed 2 potions. I have brewed Sweet Nothings, which forces another player to discard 1 ingredient. I'm so sorry, Josh. I will be targeting you for the foreseeable. Actually, no, Jesse.
Me? You robbed
Jesse,
3 from me.
You've got a decent amount of. You have a decent amount of star power.
That's
You've
fine,
been
that's
kind of mean to me.
That's fair. What one do I want to?
And then
This one.
for Vile Trickery, I get to force another player to discard 2 ingredients. I am. I'm gonna come for Josh here. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, that's what I figured. I was hoping you were going to hit me with the 1, because then I was like, oh, good, you'll go after Jesse for the 2.
Too late.
Unfortunate.
Yes, you're safe this round.
Yeah. Did you get your star
All of
power
these
for that?
ingredients.
Not yet. So
I have not yet, so I'll be getting 8 total.
Here's a 10, and I'll take 2.
Perfect.
yeah, so Sweet Nothing and Vile Trickery. Very nice.
So populating the moon back.
Get all these carrots coming out to the garden for.
Yay.
Oh, there's one.
A singular carrot. That's versus 2 other rare ingredients. Perfect. Okay. You know what I love about this game is that every time I go into the garden, I feel like I have nothing. So
Maybe you just need better potions.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
I'm going to. I feel like there's really no good way for me to do this. Do what I want to do. I guess I'll go here. At the very least, I can trade. Thank you.
Well, try to save the meeple.
You were holding it. It was in your hand.
I know, and then I watched it move.
I take my stealing very seriously. Oh yeah, these are.
Have
I
fun
should
with
separate.
the poison mushroom.
Yeah, that's my favorite thing in my cauldron.
I figured.
Okay.
I'll rotate it so it faces you a little bit better.
Oh, so I can look into its eyes.
Mhm.
Perfect. It's beautiful, beautiful eyes.
It's dead eyes like my soul.
Dead eyes. I guess I will start trading out these two thorny feather looking leaves for, I think there are 3 of these. No,
One of
there's
them will stay.
one goes in there.
Nice.
For my additional hello.
You're gonna get a double brew off though. That's fun.
I'm trying to. I'm trying to.
Maybe.
Maybe. Well,
You
I
might
mean,
have gotten her with
definitely.
I might have gotten her with the.
Don't worry,
well,
you
this
didn't.
can't rotate is the problem.
Well, I couldn't have done that one anyway because I just don't have enough ingredients for it.
You have these purples over here. Yeah.
That's true. That's true. But I don't have the other carrot. So I would have.
You can brew this. You can brew this.
I could. If I do this little maneuver down here.
Yep.
Here. Does that give me more star power? I think yeah, it does. It does overall. So that's a good thing to do. I think that's my best configuration. Here. I hate leaving the rare ingredient out for Josh to steal, but it just is what it is.
You could keep the carrot and do this instead.
Yeah.
Oh, I could, yeah. Thank you.
Very if you like the carrot more.
I like the carrot more. Look how he's so cute. It looks really lumpy. If that was presented to me in real life, I don't think I could eat it.
It's kind of like a carrot cucumber combo.
Yeah, it looks like like the seeds and like the strawberries. It kind of looks like a weird unripe strawberry. I think it would taste probably like a, I don't know, strange apple. Anyway, I brew. I get 2 star power from Chained Starlight. I get 3 star power from that. So I have
5, but then you're going to lose for the mushroom as well.
And then, yeah, I lose 2 from the mushroom. So I'm going to flip. Oh, that's the wrong way. I'll take a 3 from that. And then this goes away along with everything else. Oh, yeah, I resolved the text. Apologies. I take 2 star power from another player. Who's winning? I think Jesse by 1 point.
1, yeah.
So,
but I just had all of. Well, I guess he did too. That's.
I was gonna say he has no ingredients. You at least have 1.
That's true.
I'm gonna take 2 from you. I'll just take it from over here, and then you can
flip of the 3 to a 1.
Figure that out.
There you go.
And I can trade 1 ingredient for my satchel for any ingredient from the Elder Witch's shop. I don't think I'll do that. I won't be doing that.
Trade carrot for carrot.
Yeah. Give me a different carrot. All right.
So now you got to bloom the garden.
Yes. Here I go blooming again.
Give me good ingredients, please. It's nice.
I think these are pretty good options.
I think that's it.
That's it. Yeah. All right. This comes back. We're this. Nice. Okay. I think I know where I'm going to go because I get 2 additional star power. Yeah. Up in here. Because I am, again, Vampurr with the lucky ability, I get to trigger both adjacent spots, so I will get an additional 2 star power. And let's see what I have here. A ton. Okay. I am going to trade these 2. Elder Witch to go out there. Trade for right. Going to, that's all the trading I'm going to do. I can only brew 1 potion this time on. That's okay. We'll make the best of what we can. All right. We're going to brew Poisoner's Aid again. This allows me to add a, well, let me do the star power first.
You just flip 2 of your ones.
Perfect. Flip 2 of those. Now, poison mushroom is going in Kristina's.
No.
And I will draw one ingredient. Oh. Yay. Ingredient I think. All right. Now we will bloom for the garden. There you go.
Thank you. I feel like there's only one logical place for me to go.
Agreed.
Now let's see. I can keep the blue. Great. Dang, I'm gonna be one ingredient short from being able to
Correct,
double
chef.
brew.
That is, yeah. So if they run out, the only way these restock is if people barter them back to the Elder Witch. I know, I was in the same boat, Josh. I was so close to being able to double brew again, and I just didn't have the right combo, and then I had 4 extra ingredients that just didn't match.
Yeah, I just need one ingredient to hold a space. I just don't have it.
I know, that's why I didn't give you
So
the poison.
Yeah,
Can't help
maybe
you.
I'll instead trade these 2 for another blue leaf. I'll put the carrot back in here, keeping the Elder Witch stocked up on carrots.
Liz likes that.
Appreciate it.
Then get this double brew happening
Nice.
here.
Josh is double brewing
New
5
brew,
finger
5-finger
file.
file. That's gonna gain me 6
star power. And you get to steal 1 ingredient 2 separate times.
Yes. I think it's got to be from Jesse.
That's fine. I just don't have anything
I'm gonna
you
take
want.
your purple just to break up your purple pair, and this as
Fair.
well.
That is fair.
Beautiful.
And then I'll bloom. Oh wait, I need to first get rid of the stuff in my closet. That way I have the chance to come back out. These.
Okay. Nice.
And Kristina.
Interesting.
Are all your plans foiled again?
No, I think we're in a good spot. So I'm gonna start off by triggering my character's ability Lively, and I'm going to bump this carrot up over here. And then I'm gonna come in hot right between these 2 columns. I gain 1 star power from the glyph.
Here, I'll
there we
gather
go.
all the ingredients. Those?
That's so kind of you. Thank you. I love this white glove service we're getting.
Yeah, joke's on us. You've actually had a proper mouse and keyboard for a long time, and you just like us waiting hand and foot on you. So you're like, I'm still using my trackpad, guys. Sorry. Really slow movement.
Yeah, oh no. I am going to now visit the Elder Witch. I'm going to trade in some more carrots to the bag.
We are fully stocked. Perfect.
So many carrots. I'm going to take the last of these. And then I am also going to trade these 2 in.
Oh, those both go back. I got them.
Do we have
You
these
worry
both?
about what you need, and I'll stack these.
Kristina, please stop.
No, you're good. What are you trading for?
And for that, I'm going to take one of these.
No, I'm just trying to help you speed up since I actually believe.
I am actually on a trackpad.
I tried to play League
So
of
I'm gonna
Legends
pull
on
a
a
little bit of this.
trackpad one time. That did not go well.
Because it was League of Legends.
Well,
I'm gonna
yes.
double brew.
That is a good point. Nice. Sweet nothings
So we have
and hold stone the brew. So more ingredients.
I've ruined that one for you, I think.
Everyone discards 1.
Yep. And then you force
Yes.
another player to discard one, Kristina, with this one. Keep in mind, I'm now not winning. That is Josh.
Are you
I don't
sure?
have
I'm
Oh yeah,
positive.
Josh.
I'm at 23. Josh is at 24
Josh.
and has more
Oh,
ingredients.
okay. Yeah, you're right.
One of those bad boys up.
Oh, I get to choose. That's right. I'll get rid of the purple.
And then,
And did you get your star power for that?
I have not gotten my star power yet, so I would get 8
So it's
total.
Yep.
8 minus 2 for the mushroom. So 6.
Oh yes.
I'll put the mushroom back.
I can
There's
flip one of these.
way.
No. I'll flip this and put a 1 back.
Nice.
Nice. Up now, Kristina's tied with me. Let's close.
Let's not draw attention to that. And now it's time for the garden to populate. I love the snaps on Tabletop Simulator.
Right? Yeah, it makes it so much better. Right. Liz, where are we going?
Liz?
I have depression.
2 carrots, but so far apart.
Carrots on opposite sides of the board. I'm so sad.
It's at
And the
least some-
only place I could draw an extra ingredient is the
Right
one
there.
place that doesn't let me optimize my ingredient haul. Ain't that just the way?
Good shit.
That's a good show. I'll go here. Grab this. Oh, this. I might have grabbed a meeple. Oh, yep.
all good. I'll put it back.
Thank you.
No problem.
I also have a trackpad. It is not the best experience. Not really a lot of good options for me here. So I can't, unfortunately, I cannot double brew. Is there something else I can buy? I don't think so. No. So it looks like I'm stuck single brewing this one with these extras. So I get 3, and then I can trade in a ingredient. I'll trade in this one for a carrot.
Appreciate 3. Nice.
And then these go back in the bag. And we populate. Of course.
Yeah, you put all the carrots out for us to pick up and not need.
Exactly. And then trade in. You don't even use the carrots. No one loves
Yeah.
the carrots like I do. And pass turn.
All right.
Jesse,
We are
get
on
rid
to
of
the
that.
last round now. So last garden tile here. So I have to decide where I'm. Oh, what can I do here? This is- Um. Gotta be. Drop in here. 6 ingredients. I have a frog. Well, first I'm gonna trigger Lucky, which allows me to get 2 star power from that over there. So I'm just gonna flip one of those. And frog. Let's see what I. Okay, I'm gonna trade. Or frog. I need to do the frog. That's what I was deciding. Sorry, I was. Has to be this one, unfortunately. I should see. Pairs something off.
Unfortunately, he
It
says.
all right. This is, I'm going to trade in for the last remaining gold ingredient there. Do these need one, so this is there. Here. And I think I'm just going to double brew brewer's choice. Last brew that I do. That will be, that's all I got. These have to stay here. So I'm going to brew brewer's choice. I get 6 star power. Get to draw 3 ingredients twice and keep 1. First one here. What do people need? Because I want to keep the op.
Hey,
Okay.
why'd you go straight to mine?
Well, because I knew Josh needs this. Liz obviously is the master of carrots here, so I can't let Liz have carrots.
No.
And a frog? Oh man. Keep this one. So it adds to my satchel. Sorry, Liz. All right. That's my turn. I am going to bloom the garden here. Right. Take it away.
Let's see here. There's not a whole lot that's great out here. This could get me the pink.
Oh, oops. Hold on. Let me return these. Okay.
Wow.
I was trying to keep them in there for the fictional 6th round we're going to play where I could double brew again.
If I go there, I can't actually brew that, so that would be very sad. So I will not go there. Maybe here. That could work. Does here work though? It doesn't.
And exchange these for a 10.
Looks like this is my best bet. And then I will, let's see, keep this, keep this. How many points do you have, Jesse?
I have 32. 31.
30.
31.
Let's see. 31. I think the most I can get is 29. So I wonder if I can keep this so someone can steal it from me free. No, that's not gonna help.
No, keep the carrot. I will steal from
I'll keep the carrot. I'll let you have the
yes.
carrot.
Keep the carrot.
Keep the carrot.
All right, yeah, you need a barter for this, don't you?
Yeah, so I'm gonna put these 2 in the discard. I need that. Thank you. I'll brew my invisibility ink to gain 5 star power. And I will steal 2 ingredients.
Might as well be from me.
Yeah, just in case there's a tie. And then here, and then blue. Nice. That's it for me.
Right, Kristina. Take it away, your last turn.
I know.
If I hadn't,
no pressure.
If you hadn't stolen that one ingredient for me, Jesse, I'd have tied you.
I know.
I'm trying to think out how I can be strategic here. I am gonna trigger my character's ability and move this over 1. I'm gonna drop in here, gain 1 star power.
There you go.
For dropping in. Thank you so much. You really set me up for success.
Trying to. I was really trying to do that whole game by stealing from you. I really wanted you to build something on your own.
I see. I see. Can I make this work the way I want it to? Yes, I'm going to trade these in.
Yes, they both stay.
Oh wait, no, I can't. Wait, no, I'm gonna take this back. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
No, you're good. Yeah.
There you go.
Oh yeah, you wanted a leaf and there
The
aren't
ingredient
any
of
leaf.
Yeah, no,
Oh.
that's really unfortunate, actually. Well, then I'm just going to keep it simple. And brew sweet nothings. Get 3 star power. Those are all over here. Thank you so much.
Who are you having
And then that
discard?
forces another player to discard an ingredient. I'm gonna force Josh to discard an ingredient.
Keep the carrots for Liz just in
And
case.
then,
Thanks.
I stole all game.
and then
I'll
we're
be
gonna
nice now.
populate.
I don't know if I'll have anything that can let me steal from you, though.
Maybe you'll find some frogs.
Frog appearance.
All right. I think that is there one more. Yeah, there's one more.
No, you already put one there because that leaf is there.
Did okay. Awesome. Liz, that is all you. Take us home.
Oh. Oh boy, look at all my good choices.
Oh, man.
No, I don't think I have a single good option here.
I mean, if you go here, at least you can get the trades for
Yeah.
the pinks.
I can, but I'm still gonna be stuck brewing only one regardless. You know what? I will go here. Thank you. I don't know if that'll help or not.
I
There
know.
we
I
go.
moved him completely off the board.
Okay, I will trade in these 2 flour sacks for carrot. And I can brew. Oh no, I can't. I don't have the mushroom for it. No, wait, I do. Just kidding. I can brew this. I don't have my second carrot, so I cannot brew the other one, sadly, even though I have the rare ingredient. I don't think I can buy anything either that would make it worth. No. So I will just brew Chained Starlight, to which I'm going to steal 2 of your points, Jesse, because you're winning.
Okay,
and I
perfect.
can't let that happen.
Yeah, just flip a 3 to a 1 and then take 2.
Yep. And then I get 2 more from the initial brew. So I will just trade these in for a 5. And that's all.
Perfect. Okay. Nice. So you have your ingredients. These are your leftover ingredients. These are my leftover ingredients. All right. Kristina has hers. All right. So now the end of the game. So we are at the end of the game, which means we don't need to bloom the garden anymore. Last one stays out here. So now we're going to tally. We're gonna tally our star power. So I have 10, 25, 28, 29. Perfect. Josh also has 29. Kristina, 27, and Liz 24. And then the next tiebreaker, funny enough, would be number of ingredients. Again, Josh and I are tied.
Kristina did this. She made me discard one.
I know. Yeah, and then Liz stole the 2 star power from me.
Yeah.
I know. So this is now the next tiebreaker here is actually stone, paper, shears, which is exceptionally hard to play digitally via tabletop simulator. So Josh, if you're up for it, do you want to split the win?
Yeah, let's do it.
We'll split the win. We'll do it
So
that way.
generous.
If we were in person, we would do stone, paper, shears. But instead, since we're not, we'll just split the win, since this was more important to teach everyone else how to play the game as well. And
That's a crazy ending.
it is. Yeah. So perfect. Well, that does it for gameplay, which I know we're running just slightly over. Again, gameplay right now sped up significantly once you've played around. We had a lot of banter going on as well, and we were obviously teaching everyone how to play the game, that type of stuff. But yeah, please send questions to the Twitch channel. Kristina will help navigate those questions as well. Quartz, paper, shears goes hard. Let me see if there were any that I can just casually roll up and see if I. Oh, we have a handful. Have a couple. All right. I got a couple. Is brewing a single action or is it brewing phase? I got a potion A. You do have to brew them both at the same time. So in other words, if you're asking from the standpoint of could I brew this here, because I think this is probably why you're asking, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but this would not be legal. So I would not be able to have the ingredients for this, brew this one, then draw the 2 ingredients for that, and then use those ingredients to help me brew something else. So that is something that you are unable to do. And I suspect that is why you're asking if it's a single action or brewing all at the same time, is because we wanted to avoid that interaction. So you do have to brew it once. And the brew is you brew everything that is in your cauldron that you've added there. And then that's what you get to do. So yes, it has to be done at once. So logic behind the action order each turn. Some of the such. Or so again, Moonless Night, I think that kind of answers Chef's. It's tied to the answer that I gave for Chef's question, which is you cannot do that, and it's because you have to brew everything at once. So you're unable to brew a potion and then use ingredients gained from that. The logic behind it is it's just cleaner gameplay and there's less opportunity to forget what has happened. And then also with the caveat of, since you can only come back, it's just part of the gameplay loop we designed where it was a little bit cleaner to do all of the potion brewing at once. Mainly because when you add RNG, such as like pulling random ingredients from the bag that then can be used later on, it's really hard to balance RNG. So we could say that this interaction was right? Like spending these ingredients to gain 4 star power, that makes sense, right? However, if that drawing of 2 ingredients then in turn also allowed you to do something else, that's really hard to know how out of balance that would get because of something that was potentially an infinite loop that would be created there. So it's just cleaner gameplay loop, I would say, for the logic behind it. And it's just also, what we went with. Kristina, I know sometimes you sit on a handful of questions that have been asked across social media.
Yes, we do. The first one I want to address is one of the ones that just came up in the chat, which is about the public tabletop simulator for Mystic Moon. Dragon Crystal, who's been in chat, has been one of our amazing community members and game experts who has worked on some of our tabletop simulator files. There's nothing that we can share right now, but we'll definitely keep you all in the loop in upcoming updates on the project. And if it's not during the campaign, we definitely will be able to make something available at a later date. Outside of that, we had a question earlier in the stream that I noted, and they wanted your opinion, Jesse, on how this game compares to others in regards to player interaction. I know that we just played through it, and so I think there's definitely a lot of take that. You're kind of watching what other people are doing.
Yeah.
But yeah, how would you rank it?
Yes, in reference to some of our other games, potentially.
Yeah, in reference to our game specifically.
Yeah. So I would say this falls a little bit less than the take that or gotcha mechanics that we have in Unstable. But I feel like this is probably right on par with Happy Little Dinosaurs. It's a slightly different method of take that mechanic, but it's still kind of that same level where you're manipulating your area as much as you are like with this in Happy Little Dinosaurs with the score boosters, score sappers, that type of thing. This is a little bit different. You're attacking, instead of their score, you're attacking ingredient haul, but it's still kind of the same thing, being able to take ingredients from people or draw extras. And then the poison mushrooms add a little bit there. The poison mushrooms are the most spiteful, I would say, that we got with the take that, because that's a direct way for me to influence your star power yield. But I would say it's probably less than Unstable Unicorns, and a little bit either right on par or a little bit more maybe than Happy Little Dinosaurs. Somewhere right in that ballpark, I would think.
Oh, absolutely. Somebody else was asking if there was a PvP element like our other games. We kind of just explained that. There's a few questions that I can answer directly. We had one person come through on Instagram asking if the game will be published in German. So for the Mystic Moon Game Found project, we will only be offering the game in English. We have answered some questions about localizations and translations. It's something that we are actively considering for other games. It just wasn't something that was feasible for this project for our localization partners to pick up. But it is something that is top of mind for us, especially for our international fans. The standard edition of the game will likely get picked up and translated into different languages. So if you want to see your language represented, you're always welcome to write into us. I keep track of any requests that come through the chat or also on the GameFound page. So just let us know that you're interested. It helps us gauge which languages we can prioritize first. Somebody also asked if we unlock quartz, if we're going to add another playmat and vinyl figure to the game. We will. So with the quartz unlock, if we can reach that stretch goal, we're going to be adding a vinyl figure and playmat to the full moon box set, and also the individual sets available as add-ons at like no extra cost at all. We will also be upgrading the enamel pin set and then the cauldron mug set to include quartz as well, without changing the price on those two. So you'll see representation for that character across the board. Another question came through asking if there's going to be a chance to get exclusive editions of past campaigns. We have mentioned that in some of our past GameFound updates. It is something that we are brewing in the background. We will be sharing more information about that very, very soon. But short answer is yes, there will be a select amount of previous crowdfunding exclusives that will be available. Um, and I believe there are a few more questions that came through as I was monologuing.
Yeah.
Um, let's see what we have here. Jesse, if you want to
Yeah.
take it away with any of these, I think Yeet
Sure.
Elite had one, and then Chef Boyer Dope.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay, so chef, you cannot enter into the brewing phase with more than 10 ingredients. Correct. Meaning you cannot gain more than 10. No, you can. So at one point I had 12, and then was able to barter my way. Well, could have bartered my way down to 10. I elected to just discard the 2 extra ingredients I had because I liked the ones that I was going back with before. But you have the opportunity to barter before you have to worry about cutting down to 10. So it goes enter the garden, which is when you get your first set of ingredients, and then you barter. You go to the Elder Witch's shop. At that point, that's when you buy potions. You can barter, and then when you're going back to your hut is the only time that you have to trim down to 10. At that point. Gotcha. So let's see what says here. Gotcha. Thank you. I also had another question earlier on here. We have every player in turn, garden and bloom. Then again, yes, technically. So that's more of a philosophical question that I would prefer not to get into, just based upon it's the way we chose to go with the gameplay loop versus other options. There were other options we've tested along the way. We've tested a lot of different ones. This is the one that felt probably the most engaging across the board. So we wanted to leave it with this loop. That's what I would say. With every moon cycle, are glyphs shuffled each time you play? No. So the moon, the way that this is a little insight to some of the balance that we were working on with these, just to give you some insight. So they're not gonna, the glyphs themselves aren't gonna move around the board, right? The orientation of these tiles is to always have this little. Oh, hold on. Let me switch camera views again real quick. All right, so all the tiles are set up in this orientation. You'll always stack them with this one being on top, second, third, fourth, fifth, or bottom, work your way up to the top. But they'll always be stacked in the orientation where this is supposed to be at the top, this little white arrow up here, indication mark. The reason that these don't shuffle is because throughout the game, as you can see, we positioned more of the glyphs to be on one side of the board early. And then later, so as people go to this side early, because this is where some of the glyphs are, the ingredients dwindle down, leaving less over here. So then that way, when this next tile comes out, there's less ingredients over here. So it's less interesting to go over here. You have to make that decision of, is it worth it for less ingredients, or is it better for more ingredients that spawned over here because I get to trigger glyphs? So that's why they moved around in the way that they do, is this follows a lot of the natural play of when these are being pulled off of the garden, that helps balance it to where that way there's not always an optimal place to go. No, you're good. I'm trying to get through them. Okay, so let's see. That was every moon cycle or shuffles. So as to make every player's turn, can you make the plush set instead of adding? Oh, Kristina, do you want to handle Nacho's question?
Yeah, absolutely. So nachos and cheese definitely caught me. I also forgot to mention there will be a quartz cloud head that'll be added. As of right now, all of them are just going to be available individually. I will pass along the interest of a set. I know I've seen a few more comments about those. As of right now, we just have them available individually because they're plushies instead of like a game accessory, and so just based on what we've seen in previous campaigns, they're not as popular to get as a full set. But I do think it would be nice if for people who are interested in collecting them all. That's really sweet. The Quartz Cloud Head is very cute, and I cannot wait to unlock it once we can. And then I do see Moonless Night Wolf. Just to reiterate, yes, Quartz will be added. Anywhere that there is a character set, Quartz will be added as an additional character once we unlock it.
Would the moon garden tiles have some notch to lock them in together so they don't move? As of right now, they do not have a notch on them. Again, I'm not sure. There have been a couple of different methods we've looked at, with the Lazy Susan being involved. That's one I don't have the answer for off the top of my head, other than it does not have the notch at the moment.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, no worries. Any
I
other
was just
questions?
reading.
Good.
Nothing else came through now.
All right. I didn't see any other. I've been kind of trying to scroll up and down. It looks like a lot of the other questions were asked again.
Oh, sorry. We got one question as a buzzer beater on Instagram. It's just something that I want to address as promised. Somebody was asking if we're going to bring convention exclusive cards to this campaign. I really wish we would for this project, but unfortunately, that wasn't something that made sense for this game. Convention exclusive cards are definitely something we know that a lot of the community loves, and it's something that we're keeping in the back of our mind. But at this moment, it's not something that we will be pursuing, at least in the coming months. But promo cards are available in the vinyl figure set. They're also going to be available in the vinyl figure blind boxes. And like I said, I will pass along any and all interest for convention exclusive cards. I think they're a really fun thing to collect personally. And I hope you guys really enjoy the game even without those.
Cool. Nice. All right. So I think that's probably where we'll cut it. We'll save any we will save any of the additional questions that we did not, unless Kristina, do you want to cut it here? I know we still have a couple of minutes. I just know we have other streams planned, so kind of trying.
Yeah, absolutely. I think there's only two more questions that came in. So after Reeve's question, I think we're probably going to cut it for the stream. But if we can get through Liam and Reeve, that'd be perfect.
Perfect. We'll go ahead, first time chatter, we'll go ahead and talk about the box insert as well. We can add that one to the list as well. since that one came in, but we'll cut it right there since we do have other streams where late questions at this point can be answered on potential. Okay, so the production. So that one, I'm not going to go into a ton of detail on that, but the easy answer that is a answer is it actually really does depend on the scope of the project, on how long it takes us to get something to the point. Some games we move along the pipeline pretty quickly. Expansions are a good example of that because we have a framework that a lot of expansions work in. Those move a little bit quicker through the pipeline. For fully concepted new games such as Mystic Moon, can take a little bit longer. Again, don't want to get into the detail of that a public forum such as Twitch. But that is something, like I said, the best answer, because it's probably ultimately what a drawn out answer would give you anyways, is that it really does depend from project. Let's see. Okay, Reeves' question. Jumping from an earlier question, is there a similar amount of strategy versus casting shadows? More or less. My friends spend a lot of time thinking with casting shadows. I would say a little bit less It's hard to say. It's a different type, and the reason it's a different type of strategy is because once you have purchased a couple of potions, again, my potion book here, for example. Let me switch back to the table. I kind of had a general idea of what ingredients I was looking for, right? Is this little red flower ingredient here became really valuable for me because it was used in 2 of my potions. Mushrooms were something I went for because looking around the rest of the board here, nobody else other than Kristina had a potion that had mushrooms in it, so it was less likely that mushrooms were going to be a hot commodity. So strategy comes in from observation of what other players are doing and how to manipulate your gameplay to take advantage of that. Compared to casting shadows, it's more about, can I gather the resources I need to deal the damage I need to when I need to. So it's just a slightly different amount of strategy, if that makes sense. So I would say it's less. I think there's less contemplation time during a Mystic Moon turn than there is during a Casting Shadows turn. So I would say maybe less strategy. So I would think gameplay would be probably sped up, but it's hard to say. Without knowing the exact type of games your friends, it's hard to know. But I would say it would definitely should take less time from a strategy standpoint than Casting Shadows. And then Ray, will there be a nice insert to organize everything in the box? Kristina, with that one being more production, I will let you kind of weigh in how you'd like to on that.
Yeah, absolutely. So there's not going to be any like new insert for the box organizer. We have been working continuously as we develop more games to upgrade the box and like vac trays to make sure that tokens aren't going to be moving around as you're putting them in storage. We also have I believe we have one more upcoming stretch goal that is involved with box organization. Since we've unlocked 700,000, I believe that's going to be the $900,000 stretch goal. But outside of that, no, the box inserts, I can see if we can get some more renders on the page or maybe even like one of our prototypes to do an unboxing either during the project or afterwards as we work our way towards production and fulfillment. But I think that we have come up with a pretty good storage solution, especially for the full moon box set as well.
Cool. Perfect. That is way to wrap up the questions. That gives us some. Again, we'll have more time to discuss more later, of course. But that does kind of put us near the end of the stream here. So just wanted to go ahead and say, give a quick shout out to the team for joining me in the gameplay, showing this off for y'all. We really appreciate it. So Liz, Kristina, Josh, thank you so much for joining. Always. Yeah, and I guess we will see.
Happy to be.
Perfect. Yeah, I guess I'll let all of you guys give a quick sign off, and then sign us off for good, and we'll wrap up the stream.
Oh,
perfect.
Thanks for watching, y'all. It was a fun time playing with you guys as well, Jesse, Liz, and Kristina, and look forward to next time where we can show you some of the expansions.
Yeah, that was wonderful. Thank you guys so much. Liz, we're gonna get them next time, I believe.
I believe. With the frogs, we can pull ourselves to victory.